Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. Cover the New York Post today, calling out our ridiculous, unelected, and corrupted governor. Crazy Cat Hochul says it's GOP conspiracy to convince people that crime is rising. There's no crime problem at all in New York, according to Hochul. This, of course, comes after Hochul went on Al Sharpton's show, the only place that you could spew something like this and get away with it.
These are master manipulators. They have this conspiracy going all across America to try and convince people that in democratic states they're not as safe. Well, guess what? They're also not only election deniers, they're data deniers. The data shows that shootings and murders are down in our state by 15%, even in New York City, down 20% on Long Island, where Lee Zeldin comes from.
Again, we showed this to you last night, but we just had to show it to you one more time, and everybody's calling her out on it. New York is a disaster with crime. The numbers are horrific. She wants residents to ignore constant stories about subway attacks, people thrown in front of trains, inner-city shootings. A new Trafalgar polls out. Lee Zeldin up by almost a point. And if you know New York politics, that is astonishing. Astonishing. And we still got 6 days to change some more minds. All right, moving on. NBC's Chuck Todd just spectacularly out of touch on this one. Watch this moment with New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu. Watch how Chuck Todd tries to push back.
Yeah, let me tell you, you're in a bubble, man. I love it, Chuck, but you are in a bubble if you think anybody is talking about what happened in 2020 or talking about Mar-a-Lago and all that. I know the press loves to talk about it. People are talking about what is happening in their pocketbooks every single day.
Look, I get
when
that,
they have
Governor.
to buy groceries or fill up gas,
be?
or right now.
You
well,
think this
that
should be
far outweighs.
prioritized
Yeah,
over
should
election
they be?
denialism? Okay.
How could they? Of course. Oh my gosh, Chuck, this is hitting people.
So Chuck Todd hears all the stories about how bad things are going in this country, and he's just astounded that people are not more concerned about the Mar-a-Lago rate. He goes, should they be? Should they be more worried about inflation than Trump? Should they be? Can you imagine? I mean, this is the bubble that these media types create. I mean, they literally, it's all they think about is Donald Trump. It's that derangement syndrome. It's amazing to see how it festers inside of the minds of some of the mainstream press. It is incredible. Finally, the president earlier this afternoon.
Inflation is a worldwide problem right now because of a war in Iraq and the impact on oil and what Russia's doing. The war in Ukraine. And thinking of Iraq because that's where my son died.
Hey, yeah. Joe Biden's son did not die in Iraq. He got sick and died after he served. I'm not sure why he tries to keep pushing that story. I don't know why you would want to lie about something like that, or if he just maybe just doesn't remember. But obfuscating what happened to your son is very strange. And there was a lot of strange things from that speech. He made a lot of big, weird mistakes. Too many to show you in just a 1 hour show, I guess.